morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. Here in southern Louisiana, the sun is out, it's hot. Not yet humid, but we're expecting the humidity to arrive very soon. So today I would like to show you what I keep in my analog bag. I discovered that there was a name for this type of bag recently. I've been keeping a bag with a bunch of stuff in it to keep me busy in the evenings when I don't want to watch TV. And so now I call it my analog bag. So I use this bag here. I bought that bag years ago at a Vera Bradley outlet in Florida. It's very nice, very sturdy. If you are familiar with Vera Bradley, they are very good quality bags, backpack and purses and bags like this one. And I love the owl. Oh, maybe like this. Owls are my favorite animal with wolves, so when I saw it, I just could not resist. So what do I keep in my bag? First, I keep my glasses. I bought 4 pairs of glasses and I keep them all over the house because I keep losing them. So my glasses. I can see well. It's just that with age, now I don't see the small prints anymore. Next, I keep a magazine of games. This one is in French. I brought it back from France from my last travel over there. And you have all kinds of things in there. Crosswords, and all these type of things. Sudokus, a bunch of activities to do. And then I have a sticker book. It's a puzzle sticker book on Pride and Prejudice, which is one of my favorite novels. I completed a couple. I completed this one. And I completed that one too, these 2 pages with the Bennett family. This is actually fun. It's not that easy. I was surprised. And then I keep a few magazines. This time it's a magazine on books called Veranda, and it talks about great libraries, personal libraries. I have some paper, and this is, what do you call it in English? Tracing paper? You know, you can see through it. It's when I want to practice drawing. I'm not good at drawing at all, but I want to learn. So when I practice, I use that. And then I have this book that I read this year called Fantasy Art and RPG Maps, because I have the idea of writing a children's fantasy book, and I would like to add a map to it. So I keep that, and every once in a while, I'm going to take a paper and practice. That's just the border of a potential fantasy world. I also keep a calculator. Why, I don't know. And I have everything for watercolors. Here, where's the book? Okay, so I bought that book on watercolors in nature because I found watercolor fascinating. So I've been practicing using this book, and I will show you what I did. So I have these watercolors here. I have a holder for, oh my, what do you call those? I forgot. Pen brushes. A holder for pen brushes with bees on it, very nice. And because it's fabric, they can dry in there. A drawing pad. And do I have anything else? Yes, I have this. So these are watercolor pencils that I use either to do watercolors or to color, because I do have a coloring book in there. Places to color. I was given this as a present years ago, and it remained on a bookshelf somewhere. And then one day I decided maybe I should use it. There. I also have this watercolor pad here to practice, because I'm a very beginner, amateur beginner. And for the water, I have this thing. That's great. You go on a trip, you need a cup. It's a collapsible cup, up, folded, put that in the bag. It's perfect. So these are my watercolor pencils, which I use as regular pencils actually. And I'm going to show you what I've did so far with this book. So this is a step-by-step book on how to paint watercolors inspired by nature. Like, for example, the very first one is to paint a daisy. So you have the picture, and then the author is going to show you how to paint this daisy with the various colors. The author is Rosalie Hazlett. Hope I pronounce her name correctly. And it's progressive. It starts very easy and it becomes more and more complicated. So I'm going to show you what I painted using this book. So my very first one was the daisy. I paint on this tiny watercolor notebook, very easy, well, for when I travel. I painted this. This is my very first watercolor. And next I painted a moth. Very amateurish, very beginner, but oh well. And then I painted this mushroom. And my last painting so far are these weird plants there. And once I'm done, I'm going to paint them again just to learn to, well, I'm not going to say master the craft, but, get better every day. And earlier this week, I painted this. This is very beginner. It's supposed to be a sky with some grass in the front. This was based on a YouTube video. There are some very good YouTube videos on this. And I am missing one thing that goes with this notebook. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I found it. So this is a journal I keep where I write down the things I learn in foreign languages. I call it my language diary. And it goes with this book, which is a method to study modern Greek. I used to speak modern Greek because I lived in Athens, Greece, for a while as an exchange student. But it was so long ago that I lost it and I forgot everything. So when I went to France, I bought the Assimil method to study modern Greek. It's a great language. It's a beautiful language. And I also have comic books in modern Greek. This is a classic French comic book called Asterix. And this is a translation in modern Greek. I don't understand everything. I know the story already, that helps, but it's nice to read in a foreign language, especially comics. This is not the place for that. I also have this small journal where I keep lists. It has different colors here. And each color is a different list. Like, for example, in the red, I write the books that I've read this year and the past year. In the orange are the books that I want to reread. In the purple, I write the classic movies that my husband and we watched, because we have a classic movie night, and they have to be before 1970. So there is like Casablanca, Citizen Kane, A Streetcar Named Desire, Vertigo, Rebel Without a Cause, all great, great movies, really, from the golden age of Hollywood. Then in the light blue color, we have the list of the movies we watch for family movie night. Every Friday night, we all sit on the sofa with candy, popcorn, and everything you can imagine, and we watch a movie. Usually, our daughter chooses the movie, so it's things like Aladdin, Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, Lilo and Stitch, Madagascar, Shrek the Third, the B movie, and not so good. The Karate Kid 1, 2, 3, and the last one was bedtime stories. We have an entire list of movies. If you need recommendations, I can give you some. Then comes the green color here. And in the green, I write the list of the books and the series and authors I want to read, I collect. Like I made a video a few weeks ago about the 7 authors that I read every year. And this is where I will put their books. Like, for example, this page is the list of the books by Patrick Modiano. He wrote a lot of books. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature. And then the yellow list, the yellow pages, sorry. The yellow pages, that's the dreaded list. It's the TBR list. It's a long list with all the titles I currently have on my shelves, but I haven't read. And last, I have some more magazines about French history, because I love history. That was my major in undergrad. This is France during the 19th century. So it talks about the empire with Napoleon the First. It talks about the Second Empire with Napoleon the Third. It talks about the Commune and all that good stuff. Great events, very tormented era, I would say. And the last magazine that I have is this one. I just brought it back from my last trip to France. It's Women Heroes of History, 40 portraits of powerful women. So you have descriptions of women such as Cleopatra. She's on the cover right here. So Cleopatra, Aliénor d'Aquitaine, she's not on the cover, but Aliénor d'Aquitaine was the mother of Richard Lionheart. She was actually French. Jane of Arc here. This is from the French Revolution. And then we have Josephine Baker, Frida Kahlo, and others. Jane Goodall. Yeah. So 40 women that changed history. Yeah, I like the back too. And that's it. That's what I have in my analog bag. I also keep a second bag, a small one, like this, where I keep my current readings in it. So I have a few books. I'm going to show you what I am currently reading. I'm reading Néron and Paul, Ancient Evil, Living Hope by Kathy Lee Gifford and Brian M. Lifton. And then I have this one, Sophie Mouse, A New Friend. Why do I have this one? I bought it for my daughter, but now it's too small for her, so why not read it? It's cute. It's cute. And the third one that I'm currently reading is L'Émeraude des Garamantes by Théodore Monod. Théodore Monod was a Protestant who was a scientist. He passed 20, 25 years ago, I think. And he was a specialist of the Saharan desert. And he crossed the desert all his life, spent his life in there. He was a professor and a scientist at the Museum of Natural History in Paris and the Jardin des Plantes, where I used to go with my mother. So he talks about that place in there. This is where he discovered his love for nature and science. And the last thing I keep in this small bag is my current reading journal, where I keep notes on what I read up there. So, I enter the genre, the number of pages, my rating, and what it is about, the style, the organization, what I think of the book, and favorite quotations or important quotations. So that's it. That's my analogs and reading bag. Do you have a bag like this? Do you keep an analog bag? Do you have a reading bag also? Or how do you organize your hobbies? Do you organize them or do you just keep them in the house? So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.